Hi, I'm drinking my coffee. I want to give a shout out to my friend Nick Palmacino who gave me this mug. It says, try not to suck. I love this mug so much. I asked for one, he gave it to me. My coffee's good this morning, too. It's the Christmas blend from Starbucks. I like their special holiday blends. They're really good to me. Welcome to the show. I'm sitting here waking up. Oh my God, my hair is crazy as usual. You know, the show's always crazy. I'm not shaving yet. I got my beard is coming in. I have not shaved yet. I'm going to shave it all off. I am. Um, Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, God, for opening my eyes and waking me up again. I always thank him for that because I get to do some more stuff. I have work to do. I have some editing to do for a couple shows. I was very productive last night. I did a lot of writing. So we create all these shows. I create this music. I create these poems and books. You have to actually write them. First of all, you have to actually write them. And that's kind of thing. So I am writing them. And yeah, I got a lot of writing done. Actually, I'll give you a little preview since you guys are listening. I finished writing the full season of season 2 of Cupid's Crossing. It's good, and it's good. I'm not just saying because I wrote it, but I think it's really good. I think people who like the show is a hit for us this year. I think people are going to like it. It's a lot of action, a lot going on, some new characters coming in. There's a lot going on. Oh my goodness. And yeah. And it goes some directions. It was fun. It's gonna be a shorter season. Before I think it was 9 episodes, it'll be 5. We'll see if people kind of like the shorter stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I also started writing some episodes for the email. Our big successful series this year. So that's our first audio comedy, which was successful. And that felt really nice. And so that is, I just wrote half the season already. So I write 2 more episodes and we're done. Miss Show Row, which is happening right now, is doing very well for us again. Thank you so much, folks. That was my original vision, Miss Show Row, my first show. I'm so glad the second season is doing really well for us. And people are tuning in. I also started writing a bunch of one-offs, some spin-offs, some one-offs. I got a bunch of great actors who want to portray these people. And lots of recording. I have recordings coming up still. I'm doing less regular shows, but I am doing recordings and getting stuff in order. One show that I may have to postpone again. And this is what happens. It's just life. Getting people together, try to get them schedules to match, trying to find people. House of Frost. It probably won't be coming out in January. This is a show I've been wanting for a long time, and I can't. It's weird. In my experience, some of my casts come together super easy, and it's just easy breezy cover girl done. Another one's just a ton of problems. And it's like you just can't get together. I'm like, and I mean, problems are it's mostly scheduling stuff. It's not like there are problems. It's just scheduling stuff. And some people are ready and some people aren't. And so it's like, oh my goodness, it's so tough. That's one of my projects. It's already written, it's ready to go. I really want to get that out there, but I'm learning how to roll with the punches, right? This coffee is so good this morning. Sheesh. So I was gonna say, I'm still waking up. So all that stuff's going on. It's been good. I had a couple of meetings, a couple of networks. I'm not going to announce anything until something actually happens, of course. But I would say they both went well, and they're promising. But I was thinking about this the other day because I was rejected professionally by someone else. And by somebody who I hate to say this is shady, but smaller than I am. And I don't think it's so interesting. I always think, well, aren't you trying to grow? Aren't you trying to? Anyway, it's another story. But being rejected is always a weird thing because I'm older. I've been around a long time. Wasn't the first time I was rejected. Won't be the last time I was rejected. I'm not rejected a lot in life. I guess, thank God, right? Um, but this business and just life itself, rejection is part of it. If you're dating, rejection is part of it. If you are in business, that's part of it. If you're in Hollywood, that's part of it. Um, and it's sometimes you get you have a thick skin and you're fine. And sometimes one rejection can hit you a certain way. It can get in there and make you really doubt yourself or make you feel bad. It can hit you on a day that you're just not feeling yourself. And all of a sudden that comes in and your brain goes, see, I told you you're not that good. You know how your inner voice will talk to you sometimes. Insecurities start coming out. So it's kind of sometimes a rejection that really isn't a big deal. Like thinking a big skin is not really a big deal. And on another day, it wouldn't even bother you. But today it bothers you. Like today, it's like, why me? No. So I have to. So this rejection just hit me differently. I didn't cry, I get upset, but just kind of like, okay. Especially when you know you are the perfect person for something, or you feel, I should say, when you feel like you're the perfect person for something, you're like, they're looking for this, I do exactly that, and you reject it for whatever reasons. And that's the thing you have to learn about. It's gonna be for any reason. It could be for you're still good for that. You still, if you fit the criteria or something, you still fit it. It just may not be for you. And that's what I've had to learn. Some things are not, maybe it wasn't supposed to be for you. And see, for me, whenever I'm rejected, I challenge something else, like talk about this with you guys on JLJ this morning, or turning into a song or a poem or a story. I'm very fortunate I have a creative outlet because a lot of people don't have that. So they don't know what to do with the rejection part. For me, because I'm a writer, I feel like I'm a writer first among anything else. I can write or rewrite my frustrations. I can change history, on page. I can make fun of stuff. I can do whatever I want. And I'll tell you, many times it does feel good. I have a song on my latest album, Simply James, a song called You Will Not. And when I look at the numbers of the first week's release, it's doing very well. It's one of my top 5 songs we're actually listening to. And I went, oh, okay. And I guess another thing, you put out product and you're hoping it gets received. I have a show that's out right now. I'm not going to say which one it is, where I am pleasantly surprised that's doing so well. Like, oh, that was the last minute thought. I just thought, okay, I'll just do it. And it was good. Then I have a show that I put a lot of work into that so far isn't connecting. And I don't know if it's just, it's out on the wrong day, if it's just not, is it promotion? Is it me? I don't know, but it's kind of weak. I'm like, I'm so into this show. And that's the thing with these shows. I'm not giving networks to go through. I have a show that I think is not coming back. It was fun. I did it. It was fun. There's some great characters from the show. So I'm thinking, so luckily for me, I can do spinoffs, which is what's famously what I do. Claus series closed last year. So there's the Kringles. There's a story clause and a big decision. Like these little side shows. So I can still carry the characters, spin off, do something with them. It's a different feel, but at least I can still continue to write for that universe on some level. But there is a form of rejection when people do not listen to your product. When my albums come out, my album's doing really well right now for just coming out. I'm always very excitedly shocked that people say, okay, I'm listening to James's music. I like it. I think it's good. That's why I put it out. But people go, oh, yeah, I could too. Okay, I'm listening to it. Oh, well, thank you. I think I'm like, sure, thank you. People will tell me which songs they like. And like, oh, okay. Because I really do love creating music. And I have great producers and I write all the songs. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. And I like them. I like doing it. I wrote a new song last night. It's called In a Sea of Nines and Tens, You're 11. It just came to me. And it's all divine intervention. It all comes to me from God. So I just take it in. But I have a bunch of songs. I've had a couple of songs I've written that I have not recorded. I thought I recorded and I haven't. That's how the abundance of what I have coming to me is coming out. But the rejection of your show not doing very well, or this not happening over here, or this book not selling as much, when you think this is gonna be it. TikTok's good for that too. You put out a video, you think it's gonna be the hottest thing on ever, and it gets like 20 views. Well, actually, I get more of that. Luckily, I can't even say I can't even lie like that because my lowest videos are in the hundreds. I can't even. It would be like 120 or something. So I can't even say that with a straight face. I'm very fortunate on TikTok. I get a nice amount of viewers. So for me, because everything's relative and changes as you move along different tiers, 120 is low because I have videos that do 6,000, 7,000, 10,000, a million. I mean, I have videos that do that. So it's like that's you go, oh yeah. I have a video. I think I told this on the show last week. I have an interview on here that I love the interview. I'm about to re-shot it out, I guess. Only has 7 views. I haven't had that in a long time because I've moved. That's how I started. I moved along. So I have a certain amount of fan base that they will watch some of my stuff. And that's what what that? Like, why aren't you watching that one? It's a good one. It's actually a good one. But but I didn't cry over it. But it's a form of rejection a little bit. You feel like they're rejecting you in your interview, but they're not really doing that. But it just feels that way. Rejections is not a fun feeling. And I get in my personal life. And you're just like, this is not nice. But professionally, I feel like I know, because I know personally, personal world, there's a lot of factors that go into people. It's their own mental psyche, there's attraction, there's all this stuff. When it comes professionally, I feel like, well, if I do it a certain way and the way you want it and everything's good, you should not reject it. And I put my hard work into it and everything. But again, there's preference and behind the stage politics and all kinds of things that go on, even in the professional world. So I have to remind myself that too. It is what it is, right? Well, one thing for sure about James Lott Jr., if you don't know me or you're just learning about me or whatever, you do know me, I keep moving. So, I don't sit in it for long. If I feel it, I feel it for the moment, I move on. Like I said, I do something like this, talk about it a little bit to you guys, think about my business. I have so much going on that I just keep moving forward. I'm just like, I'm going to say the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. I don't have time for shenanigans, I just don't. So yeah. So I think so. I think it's kind of part of territory, I guess, about life, right? You will get rejected. You will get turned down. You will be told no. And it's part of life, right? And you have to live with it. You got to take the part. You got to take it on the chin and take it with you, right? That's my musings for this morning. We're gonna start that, but I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna end this episode with just that. I'm gonna move on. Life is gonna happen. I will have some yeses. That's always a great thing to keep going. Yeses will come, right? They will have to come. Not everything's a rejection. You may get a lot of no's, but a yes will come, and that yes feels so good when it happens. Now I'm trying to remember that feeling. That's how I'll end the show today, because I want you guys to have a good day today and continue life. It's the holiday season, and we gotta be sharing things. I like the spirit. I'm talking about the shopping and all that stuff, but I like the spirit behind it of togetherness and kindness and slowing down a bit. So that's what I'm going to bring out to you guys. I'm James Lott Jr. JLJ Mornings on Twitter and Facebook, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.